Hey guys, Phil Short here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I've got another product from Xvive that I want to share with you today. It is the brand new A58 wireless guitar system, which is an upgrade from the U2 that I did a couple of weeks ago. And we're also going to check out this really cool new guitar stand that they've got called the G1 Butterfly guitar stand. So let's check them out. Hope you enjoyed the little opening clip there. Let's talk about the A58 wireless guitar system. So first of all, it feels just as good as the U2 that I reviewed before. Really great natural playing experience, no latency or lag, and in particular, the tone doesn't feel compressed and the EQ doesn't feel different, which is something that I found on other products of this nature, where they're kind of just in it like wireless in a box rather than with a big separate receiver. Often it can feel different to when you're just plugging straight in with your cable. But again, it feels super natural. I really like this new version because it feels much more kind of posh and expensive. I'll show you that on the close-up camera. So they feel and look a little bit nicer than the previous version. Some crucial upgrades as well. This is operating on the 5.6 gigahertz, I think it is. I'll have to check the manual, but it's operating on a more robust frequency wavelength. And this has got 6 available channels. The previous model only had 4. This has got 6 available channels, and this will automatically scan for the most secure channel in your area, and it will just kind of sync up straight away. So you don't have to manually do that, which is really cool. So I quite like that feature. The other cool thing about it is this charges with USB-C rather than with a mini USB like on the previous model. So that's just really, really useful because almost everything charges on USB-C. It comes with a handy little double USB cable, which is pretty great. And it comes with a really nice little case. So you can put this in your gig bag. That's a pretty neat feature. And there is space inside it as well for the cable. So you can see that there. That's really handy. And that'll just go into any kind of charger, or you could plug it into your laptop to charge. Or if you've got like one of those little USB lights on your pedal board, I used to have one of those where the light goes in with the USB, you could just charge it off your pedal board. So you know you're always going to have juice and be ready to go. But as I mentioned in the previous video, the dynamics are really good. So let's plug it in and let's give it a little test. Right, I had them plugged in the wrong way around, which is a little bit stupid. So now I've got the receiver actually in the pedal board rather than in the guitar. Let's do the acid test with the volume pot. So you can hear the dynamics are really good, and it feels really good as well. Like you can hear the picking dynamics, but importantly, I can feel the picking dynamics. So the playing experience is really nice. So I'd really recommend it. The range, I forgot to say as well, has been extended from the previous model as well. So it's got a much further range. I can't remember exactly how much more, something like an extra 30 or 40 feet, something like that. So if you are a bit of a roamer on stage, or if you're doing a lot of wedding gigs where you're out on the dance floor and you're playing some slightly bigger wedding venues, you're going to have a little bit of a better time with this one. If you get too far away, you do start to experience some lag, is what I found with the previous model. But this one feels much more robust, looks slicker. I know a few guys have said, can you get it to sit differently for a Strat? I mean, that is kind of how it looks. So this one does look a bit more expensive, so I think it looks okay. But if you're playing side jack mounted guitars, it tucks out the way nice and easily, and you kind of don't really see it. But I haven't really found it to be an issue. Depends how bothered you are by it. I suppose one thing that Xvive could consider would be making this just a single unit with a longer loose jack cable, so that you could attach it to, you know, your guitar strap or your belt pocket or something like that, so that it's not kind of like this. But I guess for manufacturing, it's probably easier for the housing to be the same. So I guess that's how they can keep the cost down. But that would be something that they could possibly consider. And then that might be a little bit more attractive to Strat players in particular, with a traditional top-mounted Strat input. So there we go. So that's the Xvive A58. Really great unit. I'd highly recommend it. Let's check out the guitar stand. Okay, here is the guitar stand, and this is called the Butterfly because it opens and closes like butterfly wings. So there you go, that's what it looks like. I've left the tag on it because they might want it back. Now it's super lightweight. That was the first thing that I noticed as soon as I opened it out of the box. Really lightweight. This could go in your gig bag or in your rucksack really easily. And to open it up, you just simply spin it around. It's got this cool little magnet bit here. So just in there, this cool little magnet that clips it together. And then on the back, you just twist, and then it's nice and steady, nice and sturdy. And you'll notice that it's great for acoustic or for electric as well. So you've got the electric level here, acoustic goes out a bit further. You've got this nice soft rubber pads. Now, the only thing to make you aware of is on the documentation, it does say that for some nitrocellulose finishes, rubber can be bad for them, but not for all of them. So that's just a caution that they put on the products. But the rubber feels really good. My guitars are all nitrocellulose, so I haven't had a problem with it so far. The only thing that I would say with this product is it is quite big. It is quite big, but it does make the guitar feel nice and sturdy. But if I compare this to my Hercules stand, so here's my Hercules stand. Just pop the guitar on the floor there. You can see this one is much smaller, and it folds up much smaller as well. I don't know if the Hercules one is more expensive or not. I haven't checked out the price. But it folds up really small like this. This is twice as heavy as the Xvive stand. So that's kind of your trade-off. And you can only put an electric on this. This is no good for an acoustic guitar as well. But this is really sturdy and stable. I've never had any issues with a guitar falling over on a gig with this because it can fit in my gig bag. This is the one that I've often favoured rather than the traditional grip that you can see the Gretches on there. This is just way less stuff to carry around. Opens up nice and easily. But yes, as I say, twice as heavy as the Butterfly. This is just so much lighter. So if you're carrying loads of stuff and weight is a consideration, or if you only want to buy one stand, but you want to be able to use acoustic or electric at different points. Obviously you need to if you're using both on a gig. This one offers you more options. Perhaps if you're flying, this could fit in your hand luggage or something like that. But really well made, really robust. I think this looks like a really great product. So it just depends on what your needs are, really, as is always the case with all of these things. But Xvive have really impressed me with their products so far, so I'd highly recommend that you check them out, especially the wireless systems. I don't think you'll be disappointed with those. Thanks for stopping by the YouTube channel. I hope you've found this information about these products useful, and I'll see you next time.